We have a very specific image in mind when we think of a modern designer dog. We picture a low-maintenance, fluffy accessory sitting perfectly still in a quiet apartment, waiting patiently until we have time for it. Look at this behavioral map. While many small dogs lean clingy or anxious when left alone, the Havanese operates on a completely different axis: active social participation. They don't just want to be in the room, they want to be involved in whatever you're doing. That intense drive creates a massive friction point when a highly intelligent, extroverted animal is dropped into a typical modern household, where the humans leave for 8 hours every day. Acquiring a Havanese requires signing on to an uncompromising contract of constant, active companionship. To understand why they behave this way, we have to look at their history. Originally known as the Havana silk dog, they were developed over a century ago among the wealthy estates of Cuba. Unlike working breeds that were meant to hunt pests or guard property, the Havanese had one strict biological directive. They were bred specifically to navigate the dense, human-centric environments of these historic cities, functioning entirely as human companions. The physical result is a compact frame weighing roughly 4 to 7 kilograms, draped in a distinctive silky coat. Today, that deeply ingrained genetic blueprint means their literal full-time job is to monitor your movements, shadow your steps, and interact with you at every possible opportunity. A Havanese following you from the kitchen to the laundry room is simply the successful execution of a centuries-old genetic program. This chart breaking down daily needs reveals a stark contrast. While physical exercise is moderate, the bar for mental and social engagement spikes incredibly high. They burn this energy acting as your shadow. Cooking, folding clothes, or watching TV all become mandatory interactions. Because they are so small and seemingly easy to handle, owners frequently fall into the trap of skipping early obedience training. But these dogs are highly observant and acutely intelligent. If you fail to implement consistent, positive reinforcement early on, an eager Havanese will quickly learn to shape your behavior to get the attention it craves. Assuming their size means they don't need serious training is the fastest route to a chaotic household where the dog dictates the schedule. Beyond the mental needs, keeping a Havanese physically comfortable takes work. That signature silky coat requires daily brushing and regular trips to a professional groomer to prevent severe matting. But the absolute most significant vulnerability of the breed is psychological. When a Havanese is isolated, that drive for constant social connection backfires, frequently leading to severe separation anxiety. Isolation triggers profound emotional distress in this highly social animal, far exceeding the simple boredom that typically leads to destructive behavior. The trade-off is heavy. The price of living with one of the most joyful, attentive dogs in the world is the reality that you can almost never leave them alone. They bring massive benefits to the right home. They are highly adaptable, wonderfully gentle with children, and thrive perfectly in small apartments. But none of those benefits matter if you cannot fulfill the core term of the companionship contract. You have to be physically present. If you work long hours away from the house, or if you prefer an independent, hands-off pet that quietly entertains itself, this breed is completely wrong for you. However, if you work from home, have a bustling, active family, and want a brilliant little dog that demands to be part of the action, then the Havanese is an outstanding choice. You just have to be willing to be an equally dedicated companion in return.